We need to kill these people.
Oh, FBI, FBI. Um, we got another one. All right, let's see what Jake Tapper has to say. He looks like a zombie in this video for some reason.
She clearly hit him. I don't know that that's true. It may be true. It may not be true. It does seem that he stepped to the side and was able to avoid getting hit in a horrible way, and he was seen walking fine afterwards. Again, I'm not defending what she did. I'm just saying she didn't.
Well, what's
she
the
didn't
difference
run
in a horrible way?
Well, she didn't.
What's the difference in a horrible way or not? It's like saying that, well, I didn't really shoot you completely. I just shot you in the arm, but I shot
Right.
at you. It doesn't matter. The vehicle was being used in a lethal manner, and he has a right to use lethal force at that time.
It may be.
I mean, I've heard reports saying that, well, why didn't you just shoot the tires out? Okay, give me a
That's-
break. Like,
that's
gonna
crazy.
stop a vehicle.
Yeah, I
That's the
didn't
same
say
thing.
that.
Right. Not only that, but if you attempt to shoot at the tires and miss, now you're putting the public in danger, right? Ricochets kill people. Ricochets hit people. You know how hard it is to hit a tire on a moving car when it's coming at you, or even in a moment of panic. Like people underestimate adrenaline. They really do.
Same thing that these people saying, I know, but I'm just saying these reports out there. There is obviously, I mean, there's video, Jake. You can see the video. It's widely spread across the internet from different angles that you can clearly see him being struck by the vehicle in front of the vehicle.
Right.
It doesn't make any difference if he was struck or not. When he was standing in front of the vehicle and she was given verbal commands to leave the vehicle and she accelerated, at that point he doesn't have 5 seconds, 10 seconds. He has a split decision on what he can do to protect his life and those around their lives too. Remember, there's a crowd around there too. What if she accelerated out of control at that point too? But she did hit him, and he did use lethal force. And unfortunately, his life has changed. Her family's life has changed. This should have never taken place. But what we do know is the law enforcement had the right to be there to enforce the laws. She was interfering with law enforcement from doing their job, and that is a federal offense.
So it may be that she hit. I don't know. I'm waiting for the results of the investigation. But let's.
Hey, put me in close-up mode. Put me in close-up mode. Jake tap dancer. You don't know if he was hit by the car. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The news saying things like this is ridiculous. It's okay to say the car hit her. It's okay to say you don't agree with the ICE agent shooting her. I even myself don't think he should have shot her, but he did. Now the question isn't, okay, shouldn't he have shot her? But now that he shot her, was it understandable and is it explainable that he did shoot her?
Let's take a look more closely at some
Sure,
of the images of the shooting, as you just referenced. From the view I'm showing right now, this is the first video that we all saw. Officer Ross is obstructed when he appears to fire the first shot. You can't see because the other two ICE agents are there. But when he fires the second and third shots, he appears to be at the side of the vehicle, not in front of the vehicle, firing through her window to her left. Were the second and third shots warranted if by then he was shooting from the side and out of harm's way?
Yeah.
Well, that's very selective imaging that you guys are using there.
Right.
Because you can use a lot of different images than just that. You could also use the one where he's actually hit by the car.
I'm granting you your first. I'm granting the first shot.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
okay,
what about the
okay,
second and
I
third?
get-
Yeah, see? It's just, again, it's like, oh, I'm granting you the... What do you mean granting me? That's what happened. Numbnuts, what's wrong with you? What kind of world do you live in to think like this? It's actually quite scary because at the end of the day, you know what it's going to do. You know, this is where I kind of stray away from being on one side or the other because this only benefits one people. And those people aren't Democrats or Republican. Those are the people with the most resources, right? Because you have this situation where the news is muddying the waters intentionally, which is how I think they are. There's no other reason to think the way you're thinking. And then what does that do? That causes people who may not be stable, who may not be willing to do more investigating, may not even care to investigate and just want to run with the narrative of we live in an oppressed state, we live in a police state. So now you have these people who are going to go and conduct themselves in a manner that's going to require force be brought upon them. And that's only going to lead to more chaos. And from that chaos, guess what comes? martial law. And who are the people who are going to enact martial law? Those who are already in power. And who are the people who are going to be less affected by said martial law or the ability for there to be some restrictions on our freedoms? The people with money. So again, it's the people protesting don't see this, may not see this way, but you're just contributing to the ultimate reality that we're going to find ourselves in, that it's not going to matter what side you're on, but we're all going to be oppressed in this ultimate reality. And it's just like, how can you not see that? Maybe I'm being a little conspiracy theorist. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, but it is what it is. This is just my train of thought. So but yeah, let's go on. Let's move on to this video. I wonder if he's, what side do you think he's going to be on? I wonder.
See, I've been fully activated. I'm going to head back east.
Oh boy.
We need to go to DC.
Okay, and do what?
Shit needs to get done. Here's
like
the
what?
thing that I need for protesters and everyone to start realizing.
Okay.
We're at war. The protests are over. There's no
Are
more
they?
protesting. This
Really?
is combat now. So when I come onto the field,
What?
I'm not screaming.
You know, rule number 1 of combat is the element of surprise. But okay, maybe he's right. Let's see what else he has to say.
That are going to assault me or pepper spray me. Like, no, this is combat. I'm going to engage them in combat.
FBI, if you're listening, suggest you might want to do something about this, dummy.
Because we have shit that needs to be done.
Okay, like what? Tell us more.
This is how we get shit done. Okay? We're not protesting anymore. We're fighting. You understand? Like, I need for you to stop with the signs. And I need for you to get shields and swords.
Shields and swords? Bro, are you serious? Shields and swords. Okay. You know what? Maybe, just maybe he's gonna make a good point in a second. Let's see.
Of the pew pew kind. Like, I need for you to wake the fuck up. We're at war. It's wartime. It's time to go to war. You know how your military father or your military friends were always telling you freedom isn't free? Like, you're about to find out. Like, you're about to get it. So figure it fucking out. Stop protesting. It's fight time. Okay?
You notice where you don't see people making these kind of threats? I'll give you guys a chance to answer that. You know where? Places like Florida, where everybody has a gun. You're right to protest, and I'm for protesting. Sure, protest peacefully, of course. But when people do take to the streets, you know what they do? They do it peacefully. They don't get in the way. They don't hurt anybody. They don't throw rocks, which that's another thing. If you throw rocks, you should go to jail. You could kill somebody by throwing a rock. Let's see what this, you can imagine. All right, look at this lady. Just standing in front of the people, standing in front of a semi-truck. Smart.
Let them go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go!
Hey, get off the truck! Get off the truck!
Let our people go! Let our people go! Let our people
Get off the truck!
Can we open insane asylums again? Let's try to get into their mind. Let's think about it. Let's think about it from their perspective, right? They have people, I think this is actually one of those transport vans, one of the big transport buses, right? You have this very heavy truck or van or whatever you want to call it, right? It can literally run you over. And there are people inside of it who are being deported, allegedly, right? And your way to combat that is to stand in front of this essentially metal object on wheels, because you think that will make them let the people inside of said transport bus go. Interesting. Interesting. Let's play the video.
Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta Okay, get out. Stop it.
Look at her. Oh, of course, this is what she's gonna look like. Shaved her head. I guarantee you she has a nose ring, septum piercing, whatever you want to call it. She has it. Bro, you're making too much sense. It's unacceptable. Oh my God, what is going on in 2025? This can't be real life.
Don't fucking kill me! Don't fucking kill me! Grab my people! No! No!
Let go. Get out of the seat.
Let my people go!
Let my people go. Nah, bro. Nah, chill out. Chill out. That's our chant. What do you do? You notice who? Look at the crowd. Look at the people. Look at them. What do they look like? Let's start. Can you see? Yeah, you can see my cursor, right? Yeah. Look. Let's start up here on the top and right in the middle of the screen. White guy. Next to the white guy in the blue shirt, another white guy. Next to that person, you can't see his face, but white. Behind the person behind the person is another white guy. This hand right here looking a little tannish. Maybe he's Mexican. Who knows? I don't know. And then of course a white lady. Like why? Why? Where are my black folks at? You know where they are? Stay in the out of this one, because this ain't our fight. Let's see what else happens here. Oh, I lied. We got a Spanish woman there.
You're separating family. You're separating.
Look at her.
Let them go!
Get back! Get back! Get back! Move out! Move out! Get back!
Force. This is the only thing they understand. It's sad that they have to do that, but it's the only thing they understand. Otherwise, they wouldn't move, and they'd be there all day. It's like, yo, we don't have all day for this bullshit. And as a matter of fact, you know what's ironic about all this, too? Is that they're costing us more money by doing these things. Literally. You're causing more hours to be logged by ICE. You're causing more ICE agents to be hired. You're causing our country to spend more money on law enforcement because you're acting like this. Look at her now, hobbling away. Oh, she's back at it. Look at her.
Watch your back out. Just be careful and get off the street, guys. Be careful, all right? You guys getting your toes run over?
Right.
Off the vehicle. She's got to get back. Get back.
She thick too, though. Can't even lie. But seriously, like, what is, I don't know what do I say? How many times do I have to say it? How many times do I have to say it? Emotional thinking leads to emotional responses.
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Please do.
I don't really care about the consequences anymore. I don't
don't
care. We need to kill these people.
Oh. FBI. We got another one.
There's just an alternative. I don't care if you say, oh, I've got the crazy eyes, whatever. Yeah, I do feel crazy because we've had 3 people die in 72 hours, and we've had over almost 30. Because we've had 3 people die in 72 hours, and we've had over almost 30 die since the last year, to a group of quote unquote law enforcement that is
Yeah, you're crazy, bro. You need help.
basically just buffed up mall cops.
Oh,
Right?
mall cops.
Who are gun triggering happy Proud Boys. Let's call them what they are. It's the Proud Boys. Why do you think we didn't hear about them? Any of you heard about the Proud Boys all year? Suddenly no more Nazi marches? None of that shit? Right.
ICE is the Proud Boys now? Okay.
There we go. They're Nazis. Peyton said it best. They're Nazis.
Okay.
And the only way to stop this shit, let's be honest, is going to be to get violent. We got to get violent, people.
Oh.
And I'm tired of denying it, and I'm tired of y'all being pussies about it. Grow up! We're not going to get through this holding hands. Peaceful protest only works if your enemy has a moral obligation to listen to it. They have none!
There's no moral obligation to listen to it, not because there isn't a morality in what's going on. It's because the morality is placed in the wrong place, stupid. And this is, again, the failure to critically think and understand that ICE not only has the jurisdiction, not only are they federal agents, but they're also law enforcement. Now, they're enforcing a different set of laws. They don't do everyday law, but they still enforce laws. And if you could do critical thinking, you would have done what I did, which was, okay, people are saying X. Let me Google some things. And the moment you Google some things and you come across, I think it's chapter 8, section 111 and 132. I forget the exact numbers, and I'll pull them up later. But the point is you have multiple US codes that talk about this. And not only do you have multiple codes, but if you go and read the Constitution, let's see, the US Constitution grants Congress broad authority over border and immigration, primarily under Article 1, Section 8. Okay, I had that wrong. It's Article 1, not Article 4. Empowering it to regulate commerce, establish uniform naturalization rules, and define offenses against the laws of nation covering immigration as a sovereign function. Come on, guys. It's really not that hard to find this shit.
You guys are sitting there holding up fucking signs and saying, oh, I'm mad at you. You're pathetic. Burn something.
You know what's more pathetic? Making a video from the comfort of your room talking about burn something. Exactly. You won't see him on the front lines. All right, let's see what this lady has to cry about.
Oh, hell to the fucking no! Go fund me. You better bring your ass out up to the fucking front, because I know I'm not still seeing what the fuck I'm still seeing. What do you mean Jonathan Ross, murderer, has a fucking GoFundMe that
Technically, it was self-defense, but okay.
in less than 24 hours has raised $138,000 after seeing all the media BS about domestic terrorists getting a GoFundMe? They're talking about Renee Good. They're talking about the victim getting a GoFundMe for her family. So this Clyde Emmons, apparently he was pissed off enough to start a fucking GoFundMe for this dick sucker. I feel that the officer was 1,000% justified in the shooting, deserves to have a GoFundMe for what? More murder? More running away? More no accountability?
You're comparing terrorism to a guy who was hit by a car and then shot at the car that he was hit by? Okay. There's nothing you can say. I'm gonna just let her go. I'm gonna just let her finish.
Funds will go to help pay for any legal services this officer needs. Right fucking there, GoFundMe. Right fucking there. That part. Funds will go to help pay for any legal services the officer needs. Here's the fucking problem with that, though.
What's the problem?
In GoFundMe's terms and service agreement, right there, 8.10, section 8.10. Say it again. In the legal defense of financial and violent crimes, including to those related to money laundering or murder. You don't get to have a fucking GoFundMe account to fund legal services for murder.
You know what all these people have in common? I'll tell you what. No critical thinking. It's not murder. It's not murder. And he's not going to be charged with murder. I don't think the police officer will be charged at all. There'll be an investigation, but I don't think there'll be a problem. If anything, he'll probably be forced to resign because this is the second incident he's involved in, even though the first one he was dragged by a car for 300 feet. But I think that he might, or he'll get like a desk job, something like that will happen. But again, there's no critical thinking. It's not murder. Now, your characterization of what you think happened to you is murder, but that's not what actually happened. He didn't commit murder. And ironically enough, you see how she's all up in arms? I'm curious if she was this mad at the fact that Carmelo Anthony, the high schooler who stabbed another high schooler in Texas, his family did the same thing. And he was actually charged with murder.